Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Fortune 500 Companies Pretending Not to Be Bankrupt. You heard that correctly, pretending not to be bankrupt. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's episode on all your social media to help spread the word. So there's an open secret on Wall Street that many ordinary people don't know and won't even believe if they heard it. And that is that there are lots of Fortune 500 companies out there pretending not to be bankrupt. In fact, there are so many of them out there that it's disturbing. People ask, why are these companies hiding the fact that they're in such terrible financial condition and they may essentially be operating in a state of de facto bankruptcy? Well, technically speaking, some people still believe that they're not bankrupt until they file for bankruptcy. But that's very naive, and it's also quite misleading. The truth of the matter is that if you run out of cash and no one will lend you more money, or you have nothing that anybody wants to purchase, then you're bankrupt even though you haven't filed for bankruptcy yet. It's game over for you. The ship has left the port and you're not on it. Do the analysts on Wall Street or the major players know who is really bankrupt and who isn't? Well, some do and some don't. Depending on how inside you are, some people may know and they may have already taken that into their trading calculations. Others don't, and they're going to be left holding the bag. Most people don't want to say anything publicly because they don't want to hurt a company's stock. Everybody loves to comment when there is a possibility that your comments may drive up the price of a stock. But nobody wants to comment on a stock in a negative or adverse way that may drive that stock down publicly, because if you're wrong, they may take legal action against you. So who's really most at risk? Well, the people who hold these public stocks in their retirement accounts or their trading accounts will get hit hard if the companies file for bankruptcy. There's a good chance that they won't see much of that money after the bankruptcy. In fact, a lot of people will lose all the money that they had in that stock. That's the way Wall Street and bankruptcy court accounting works. It takes everything from the modest small-time investor, and the money just goes poof, it's gone. What happens when a large number of these Fortune 500 companies start filing for bankruptcy? Well, that could lead to a cascade, which causes even more companies to file. And if the cascade gets large enough and fast enough, then the entire market can collapse. And you definitely don't want to see that economic crash. Now, we don't give investment advice, but we do tell you what the smart money is doing. They're getting out of the market quickly. They're being very discreet about it, but they're getting out. And they're getting into cash, gold, and real estate. Why is that? Because they're afraid that a lot of the stock in some of these near bankrupt or soon to be bankrupt Fortune 500 companies will lose 95% or even all of their value when the collapse happens. And if that happens, you'll also see millions of jobs disappear. You'll see small and medium-sized businesses vaporized. You'll see millions of marriages and relationships come to an end over financial problems. I'll tell you what you probably won't see. You probably won't see many Fortune 500 executives going to jail or even getting arrested for lying on their accounting statements. You also won't see many accounting firms who are supposed to audit and certify the financial statements of these Fortune 500 companies. You won't see any of them going to jail. That seems to be an unwritten rule of the white-collar world. Almost nobody with a white-collar shirt ever commits a crime, and if they do, they rarely, if ever, go to jail for it. That's just the way it is. So who's going to get hit the hardest? We suspect anyone who is still in the market when these companies start filing for bankruptcy will live to regret it. Also, those stubborn, hardcore, thick-headed investors who want to stick in there, even though they see things are getting more and more problematic every week and every month, they want to stick in the market. They want to remain there because they believe they're just so scary smart that they can extract another 1 or 2% of value of stocks and then bail out right before the whole thing implodes. Well, guess what? That almost never happens. By the time the algorithms have kicked in and started ordering massive sellouts, you're done. Your small sell-off goes to the back of the order line, and by the time your sell-off order is traded, the stock has collapsed. That's the way the real world works. So, thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. Yes, free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrities coming up, so make sure to click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.